Hurricane Lenny is being steered towards the east, due east right now.
Anguilla is in a space where we are extremely vulnerable to the changes that are taking place in the environment. And so what I wanted us to do today was to go out and to explore some of the locations around Anguilla that are somewhat at risk or somewhat being protected, and to discuss with the National Trust what it is you guys can do on a daily basis and what you can tell your friends and your peers and your parents, what it is we can do to kind of reverse some of the effects of climate change here in Anguilla.
So today we're going to be dealing with climate change, and at the Anguilla National Trust we are doing a project on climate change, and it's called Improving Coastal Ecosystem Resilience in Climate Change in Anguilla. Right now we'll be heading to Little Bay, and Little Bay is a marine park. You'll find a lot of interesting things. Number one, Little Bay is mostly a marine park because of its high density of seagrass, and seagrass is very important for turtles. So Little Bay Marine Park consists of Little Bay, Crocus Bay, Cartouche. But in Little Bay alone, this area alone is completely no anchoring. There are no anchoring allowed in Little Bay. After Hurricane Irma, some people came from overseas in partnership with the National Trust, Department of Environment and Department of Disaster, and they did some opportunity maps. And these opportunity maps help us to show where we need to improve in our coastal resilience for climate change action in Anguilla. So if you look at it, the green is low risk to storm surge, the yellow is moderate risk, and the red is high risk. So if we do not do nothing about protecting our coastline, these areas here that are in red are highly impacted. All you can see that dark spot, that's coral reef, comes straight down. And that's one of the main reasons why this area is a marine park, because coral reef is very important. And if you look here, this is Shoal Bay Beach. This is the eastern side of Shoal Bay Beach. If you look straight across this whole bay here, this used to be a nice beach. The sand was about maybe 30 feet in width. But now if you look at it, there's no beach risk. Basically the water's hitting right up. It's eroded, and all of this has happened because of storm surge. Remember, reefs work as barriers, and a barrier helps prevent something, right? That's what a barrier does, right? It helps prevent something from getting in. So without the barriers being not being in the water, it causes a lot of erosion here across the beach. So in the project, we are planning on planting red mangrove, black mangrove, and white. So if we improve the mangrove species right around the pond, it will help protect this house, it will help protect those ones down there in the years to come. With the plant of mangrove trees, we are trying to learn different techniques and how to plant. So going down the road, we're going to show you a technique called air layering, which is actually taking the bark off the tree from right here, wherever on the tree, and you take wet soil and you take a foil paper and you wrap it in the foil paper and you tie a sack around it to keep moisture. And when you have that now, where that soil is in the bark gone, it's going to then start to grow roots.
Welcome to Sandy Island. My name is Simone, and I've been managing the restaurant here since about 2007-2008, and we are extremely grateful to the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States and especially to Tahira Banks for bringing the Sustainable Anguilla program to Anguilla. As you can imagine, we run a restaurant on a little tiny spit of sand in the middle of the ocean, and we know firsthand what wave action and climate change can do. It is of the utmost importance that our children understand their role in preserving our planet and in preserving our oceans. We actually banned the use of straws and all non-biodegradable materials starting back in 2010 because we have an active turtle seabed and reef seabed around the island, and we recognized very early that it was our responsibility to ensure that we did our business in a way that was sustainable and in a way that minimized our carbon footprint.
This is Warren Butler from Calypso Charters, and Calypso Charters supports building a sustainable Anguilla.
Joining the sustainable development movement is easy and extremely important. Visit us online at sustainableanguilla.com to learn more about how you can get involved in building a sustainable Anguilla. Be sure to register and join me for SDM 2020 this fall, where we learn best practices from other islands here in the Caribbean and around the world. I'll see you there.